From MTN News, you're watching Montana This Morning.
Dozens gathered to speak out against the governor's mask mandate. We have a reaction from some of those who were there.
As of Wednesday, effective immediately, Governor Bullock's mask mandate is statewide and live. I'm Cody Boyer in Bozeman, talking with law enforcement and what you need to keep in mind.
New technology is promising to cut down on those annoying spam calls, but will it work? I'm Tom Hansen with the pandemic's impact on robocalls reaching your phone.
Just about 6:30 now on this Friday. Chet Lehman, Caitlin Corbett, Matt Elwell, a family of rabbits and a gigantic bird, all joining you here from the studios in tropical Four Corners.
Watching the rabbits all morning.
I know.
That bird was swooping by here a few minutes ago. It was monstrous.
I love our patio.
There's actually 4 more rabbits this morning than there were yesterday.
That's how that works. Yeah. I can do the math too, yeah.
Temperatures this morning into the 50s, a little milder start to the day, mainly dealing with clear conditions. We do have a few clouds out in the area. I'm keeping an eye on the mid-afternoon. There is a chance of a few isolated thunder showers between the hours 3 and 7, 8, somewhere in that range. We are detailed.
I tell you what, that's awesome.
But there is a good chance of that, and we do have some high fire danger. Temperatures are going to be into the mid to upper 80s. A couple of isolated thunder showers are possible, again, between 3 and 8. Your complete forecast, of course, coming up in just a few minutes.
That, folks, is the tracker part of Storm Tracker weather right there. Matt Elwell proving it to you this morning. 6:31 now, our top story. Today, dozens of people rallied together yesterday to take a stand against Governor Bullock's mask mandate. The rally happened in front of the Gallatin County Courthouse in Bozeman.
Wednesday, the governor made it mandatory to wear face coverings in certain indoor spaces and outdoor gatherings. Many people, though, are speaking out against that order and saying that their voices aren't being heard.
We should just have the right to choose. Like, I don't care if somebody wants to wear a mask, that's their choice, you know, but if I don't want to wear a mask, that should be mine.
I'm out here because I don't like being told I have to wear a mask. I am wearing one because we are on state property. He did tell us he wants us wearing masks. So I will be legal, I will obey him, but I disagree with it. I do not like being told I have to wear a mask against my will.
We should not have the government coming in and telling you what interventions are good for you and parenting you. If you want to educate people and convince people, that's fine.
Our opinions weren't taken into account. We very much voiced against it, and it was just openly dismissed. There wasn't even really a talk about it. And I feel like that was very unjust. It's to serve the people, not to dictate them.
We're here because we don't want to be told what to do when it comes to masks. I think everybody has the right to wear it or not, but we're here just peacefully and we're just expressing that. So if anybody has any opinions, like no matter what aisle on the political spectrum, I think you should do it peacefully.
And that protest did remain peaceful.
Now, while there were dozens of people protesting against the mask mandate at the rally, there was one counter-protester rallying for the mask mandate.
MTN News spoke with the woman who said she didn't care that she was by herself. She believed her voice needed to be heard also.
I am here to protest the protest because I think if there's one thing you can do that's easy to help humanity, wearing a mask would be it. It's very important because, you know, masks don't kill, but the virus does. And if you can save a life, save a life.
Wiseman said she wasn't there to cause any problems, just to have her voice heard as well.
Now, in the wake of Governor Bullock's announcement making those face coverings a requirement across the state in certain areas, emotions, as you saw, running high on both sides of the debate.
MTN's Cody Boyer met with the Gallatin County Sheriff's Office looking into how it will be enforced here.
Now, just taking another walk through downtown Bozeman a day after Governor Bullock's announcement on Wednesday that masks would be required in public indoor areas, I've seen them. More masks are being worn, but not by everybody. According to the Gallatin County Sheriff's Office, enforcement is a thing, but there are a few things you need to know.
Our focus is on the enforcement of criminal law. Our job is educating the public on what the directive says.
In this new normal, it's a topic often met with disagreement and debate, and on some occasions protest.
Emotions are high on both sides. At the end of the day, we have a governor's directive, and we're going to do our part just like every other agency in our county to educate the public on what it says and what it means.
Violations and how those might be enforced are another point of objection. Look back at Tuesday's Gallatin City County Board of Health meeting, for example. There, Sheriff Brian Gutkin told the audience that no one will be jailed for mask offenses. Instead, violations that warrant police interference will be handled in civil court. COP says the office gets the concerned voices, but it all comes back to proper education.
There are times in our work where a mask will impede the work, and so it's not effective to use the mask. There are some times when those nonverbal communication skills are necessary when we are talking with the public.
And safe protests, COP adds, are okay. Both sides have a voice, and as the sheriff said on Tuesday, taking a microphone and listening to an audience, respect is just as much a key.
Regardless of what side of the argument you're on, just be courteous to people, right? Think about other people's safety, your safety. If we can respect each other, everyone should be able to have a voice.
In Bozeman, Cody Boyer, MTN News.
The next Gallatin City County Board of Health meeting was originally set to be held virtually this morning at 7 a.m. Due to the governor's announcement, though, that has been moved to 7 a.m. next Friday, July 24th.
Staying on topic a bit, 25 to 50,000 face masks could soon be available for small businesses in Bozeman. City Commissioner Michael Wallner made the proposal in the City Council meeting Monday night, asking the city to supply small businesses with enough masks to hand out to residents or anyone visiting. Wallner says supplying businesses with masks will help out both the shoppers and the businesses.
I think the best part about the proposal is that by providing masks for small businesses here in the Bozeman community, and citizens going into those small businesses perhaps more willing to spend money or conduct commerce. And as everybody knows, consumer spending is the backbone of the American economy.
Now, according to Wallner, the city is exploring multiple options to pay for those masks, including federal and state funding.
Well, we have 2 more deaths in Montana from COVID-19 to report to you. One is in Lewis and Clark County. The other, a man in his 70s at the Canyon Creek Memory Care Facility in Billings. That makes 8 people who have died at that facility and brings the total to 36 in the state. The University of Montana has issued an alert stating the campus community has been impacted by positive cases. That alert, which was sent out at 4:35 p.m., was followed by a press release where university officials confirmed the cases were connected to campus. The State Health Department reports 134 new cases, Gallatin with 47 of those. Some of those MTN News was able to tell you about as health departments report them. The Gallatin City County Health Department reports after the state and is showing 23 new confirmed cases today. There are 140 confirmed active cases in Gallatin County. Butte-Silver Bow adds 3 new confirmed cases for a total of 28. Park County 6 new cases for 26 there. Madison in with 3 more, 37 total cases there. And late day reporting brings our total active cases to 1,081 and approaching 2,300 cases in the state.
Well, a Butte woman and a Laurel man both in the Gallatin County Detention Center after investigators say they spent about $8,000 in fake checks at Costco's around the Treasure State. Court documents show that Bozeman City Police were led to Crystal Smith and Aaron Foote as they were shopping in the Bozeman Costco on Wednesday afternoon. According to those documents, police learned that the two had written fraudulent checks for $120 Costco memberships. Investigators say the pair had used more fake blank checks at the same Costco throughout the week and at Costco's around Montana. Both have histories of having dangerous drugs, writing bad checks, and failing to make it to court, with Foote having crime in Utah as an outstanding warrant in Wisconsin.
There is concern for public safety as this looks like a series of similar bad check crimes. This was not like a one-time ordeal at the Costco's. This is repeated conduct from Costco stores in Missoula, Billings, and Helena all in the previous weeks.
Now, the attorney with Gallatin County also pointed out that the car that the pair used was also possibly stolen.
6:38 now. If you've been looking for a silver lining in the coronavirus pandemic, it might be this. The number of robocalls has dropped, but that win could be short-lived. Tom Hansen reports.
You may have noticed your phone ringing a little less lately. When the pandemic closed stores in the spring, it also shut down call centers. According to UMail, robocalls dropped 40% between February and April. But with the economy reopening, the numbers are creeping back up. And in June, 45% of those robocalls were scams.
Say goodbye to scam calls.
Now, T-Mobile is offering something new to its customers, including those with recently acquired Sprint.
We're calling it Scam Shield.
T-Mobile's Matt Staniff says the free service will block some scam calls and provide a caller ID for every number.
That means every call that comes in will have a name attached to it, and you won't have to play the guessing game.
Customers can also get a second phone number, so you don't have to give your main number to strangers.
That way you can keep your personal number personal.
There's a recognition by the industry that robocalls have hit a point where they're just one of, if not the most annoying aspect of having cell phone service.
CNET's Roger Chang says all phone carriers are making robocall blocking a priority. Many companies, including T-Mobile, offer technology that verifies a number is real and not spoofed. The question is, will all that new tech work?
I think you're going to see a continued cat and mouse game here where some of these scammers will work to get ahead of some of these systems. The carriers will, again, try to counteract that. The fact that these carriers are all on the same page definitely gives me some hope that the volume of robocalls will go down.
But Chang and other experts don't expect those annoying calls will completely go away. Tom Hansen, CBS News, New York.
In December, President Trump signed a bill requiring phone companies to adopt technology that can identify spam calls.
That's great. I do get those every once in a while.
Yeah, and it's nice now. Your phone will say potential spam.
Correct.
Before, you had no idea.
Yeah, I knew. Because if you're not in my phone, I don't answer the phone.
True.
It's that simple.
I don't really answer mine, even if you are on the phone, so.
Oh! Notice that.
I'm just
kidding. Notice that, yeah.
No, I really don't ever pick up my phone. All my friends know that.
That's a true story, by the way. Confirmed right here on Montana This Morning. Almost 41 now. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, just 3 numbers could save someone's life. 988. You're going to want to remember those numbers, and we'll tell you why when Montana This Morning continues.
Good morning. Ahead on CBS This Morning, more state and local businesses are requiring masks as the U.S. saw a record-breaking day of new COVID cases. We'll talk with Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, who's being sued by Georgia's governor to block the city's mandate to wear masks. Also, leaders of the Latinx community step up in places hit hardest by the coronavirus. We'll preview a CBS News special on Latinx members on the front lines of the pandemic. And actress and singer Rita Wilson joins us to talk about her new music and surviving the coronavirus. We'll see you all at 7.